somebody would have told me that I was going to become Muslim before I paroled, I would have told them that they were crazy, because I never planned on becoming Muslim. I never thought about becoming Muslim, but, you know, Allah made me a Muslim. And I was born in Ontario, California, and I grew up claiming Southside Ontario. Growing up, I was a good kid. I was always trying to do things to please my mom and please my father. I wanted to do good things, and I played baseball. And upon the time that I started going to junior high school, that's when I started messing up. So my mom shot me to my grandma's house to go live with my grandma. So I went to live with my grandma until she got sick. Then my grandma shot me back to my mom's house. So I started living with my mom again, and it is at this point that I started getting in trouble a lot. I remember sitting in my room thinking that I can't wait until I'm 18. I can't wait until I can get out there and live my own life, and you know. So when I became 18, I found myself in the county jail for grand theft auto, and it is upon this time that when you go to jail, you're gonna either be rehabilitated or you're gonna get worse. And for me, I got worse. I became a worse person, and I ended up doing bigger crimes. As everybody knows, you will do bigger crimes and to get money, and I ended up getting busted, and I got 15 years of prison. One day I got busted. The cops raided my house and my cell at the time. They raided my cell. So I got 5 more years on top of my 15 years. So now I'm in prison doing 20 years. And it was at this time of my life that I started thinking, because I got my second strike, I started thinking, do I want to be in prison the rest of my life? And I knew for certain that I didn't want to be in prison the rest of my life. I knew that God had a bigger calling for me, and I knew that I wanted to get out of there. So, but no matter what, I always prayed that Allah would guide me, and one day Allah did guide me. Allah guided me to a Sally that was a Muslim. He invited me to the service, so I accepted. I went to the service, and that was the day that Allah opened my heart when I heard the brother singing the Adhan beautifully. And when Allah opened my heart, I knew that I had to take my Shahada, you know. It was beautiful. And, you know, that is when Allah changed my life. And that was 3 years before I paroled from prison. And I tell a lot of people this, that if somebody would have told me that I was going to become Muslim before I paroled, I would have told them that they were crazy, because I never planned on becoming Muslim. I never thought about becoming Muslim, but, you know, Allah made me a Muslim, and Allah chose me. So, you know, that's why I'm here today, to be able to tell my story and let people out there know what Allah can do for your life. Allah can change your life from bad to good. You know, a lot of people think that Islam is bad, but that's what they see on TV. But they don't see the people like me that, you know, Islam has changed my life. For anyone who thinks wrong about Islam or has the wrong idea about Islam, that they should study it, and they should research it themselves, and not think that Islam is only for Arabs, it is only for blacks, it is only for, you know, certain races. You know, all the races come together, you know, out here in the streets. And now I've been fortunate enough to be out here for 3 years out of prison. Before I became Muslim, I was never out longer than 6 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. I would always go back to prison. I don't want anything out of this. All I want is for Allah to be pleased, inshallah. And being able to be here today is a beautiful thing. I just pray that my story will be able to guide others to Allah's greatness, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.